Welcome back. We have determined that CLU-287, the license plate for Rhode Island, is our likely code for the tower. So let's go try that. I believe, although I'm not 100% sure about that there are a few different codes for the tower, so yours may be different. You may need to apply the same process as I just did with the phone to see what the actual number version of that code is. It's a good thing they put that in there, because not all countries extensively use the letters. Like, for example, in Europe, it's pretty unusual to see a phone number that has letters in it. People know about this because of texting, if they're old enough to have texted on a phone before smartphones existed. But to use them as shorthands in phone numbers is pretty rare. Which makes it a good thing that there's a phone right there to show you how to do this. This is the easiest way of getting to the tower. You just go through the mayor's office and then go across here. Speaking of towers, that thing over there, I think we were just there on the other side. We now know it's the bleeder from the notes we saw in the mayor's office. Apparently meant to stop this whole system with the tree from reaching fruition, because they were afraid of what might happen when that does occur. Alright, there we go. So CLU-287 should be 285. No, that doesn't sound right. 258, 287, I think it is. So, let's see. That should be 2. 5. 8. 2. 8. And 7. Looks like it worked. Other than a bell, nothing obviously happened. But let's try this call button again. Yes! Well, this gives us yet another way of getting into the mayor's office, because we can go down from here. But the more interesting thing is obviously to go up into this converted train. See what we can see up in the tower. Let's hope there's no batteries here that I need to charge by cranking them. There are apparently what looks like power meters or something. They're measuring something. Hunrath, Murray, Mofang, and Kaptar. Those would be the names of the worlds we saw in the notebooks in Farley's house. Actually, not quite, because the Mofang world was called Soria, not Mofang. I guess somebody made that and they just didn't want to replace it. Or maybe they didn't know yet when they made these labels. Again, obviously, whatever they're doing here has been cobbled together from different pieces that people brought when they came here. Different kinds of gauges. Whatever they're measuring, it's all at 0. There's also lights connected to them. This one seems to be broken, so I hope that's not a problem. Is that a satellite phone or something? Looks like an old satellite phone. Or maybe it's just a walkie-talkie or some kind. Can't seem to use it, so not talking to anyone. Two TVs, one obviously a bit more modern than the other. And a pretty nice view. There's the tree. The entry canyon is over there somewhere. Can't really see that from here. There's the town. Waterfall. And on this side, we have the bleeder, which we can apparently blow up. That's what that red wire was that we saw going up here from the tower. Let's try it. Sure, that won't have any negative repercussions if it had worked. But it doesn't, so we're safe. I mean, it looks like a plunger to set off an explosion, but they've repurposed so many things here in Hunraf, so maybe it is doing something else entirely. Maybe it just turns on the Christmas lighting they installed. Someone put some tires here for reasons unknown. There's our rotating sphere. The gas station and scrapyard. There's an area up there that I haven't been before. Wonder how you get there. We've been up there, so I don't think you can just walk there. Probably requires some more walking through walls. There's the little part with the stream and the nice painting and stuff like that. Doesn't really look like there's anything we can do here right now. There's a screen keeping an eye on the gas station. Don't know why that would be here. Nothing's happening there. Too bad this isn't Uru Live, because then we could try sending somebody down there and see if we could see them. But no. Can't seem to interact with any of this stuff, so I guess for now, there's nothing we can do here. So let's head back down. And let's go down further. This, of course, takes us back into the mayor's office, which now conveniently has exits to both sides of the wall. We can go around here, or we can go around here. And we already noticed before, there is another level below this, so let's try and go there. Let's see. Seems to be someone's bedroom. The mayor, presumably. Piece of modern art is apparently a backer reward item. Not a terribly comfortable looking bed. Some shirts. Nothing we can look at though. Look at that. The mayor even gets his own bathroom. I hope some of the other houses that were boarded off have bathrooms, because if not, I do not want to drink from that stream, that's for sure. Actually, I probably don't want to do that anyway, because where does this plumbing lead? If we're inside of a enclosed sphere. A trumpet and a gramophone. which seems to play a song from the soundtrack of this game. It reminds me of the music player that we had in Gen's study in Riven, which of course was also available in Uru. What else can we do here? That is another one of those worksheets for the Villain number panels. This one has been partially filled out though. 1 and 5 and 18 and 158. But we already figured out how that worked, so don't seem to need more of that. Does this go further down? Nope. It does not. There is, however, apparently an exit on this side. Aha! We're underneath that gate. That blocks us from going to the tree. And as I suspected, we can open it from here. What's that noise? Is that the light? I guess so. I guess my spin of the gramophone wound down. That seems to be all that's here. So let's go and check out that tree. That was apparently important enough to wall off like this. And it had its own message. It appears like an ordinary tree. Oh, the hose that we turned the water on for goes here to the... oh, to the inside of the tree. That looks ominous. There's that crane we saw before. Could totally just climb over all this stuff. Doesn't look like there's anything else here. So I guess that we have to go in here. I don't know if I want to. Looks scary. Who knows what we might find when we enter the tree? A Relta book? Cyan does seem to like entering trees. Somebody apparently thought it was important that water goes down here. And they also were nice enough to put lights up, which helps. Okay, wow. We're like deep underground now. Is this the roots of the tree? Wait, did we turn enough circles for this to be underneath the tree? Kind of doesn't make sense to me. The hose comes down here, seems to be branching off in a few different directions, which is interesting. What's out here? Wow. Guys? I don't want to fall down here. If I even could. It looks like there's no gravity outside of this path. time. Is that a wire or a graphics glitch? It looks like a wire. The hose goes over here. Oh. That kind of sounds like the, like the same sound you heard when we couldn't get through the dome. Are they all like that? These lights have their own batteries, that's good. Yeah, they are. They all have wires and hoses going into nothing at all. So that makes no sense. Is that room actually behind there? Are we in the Starfisher? I don't know where we are, but it sure is pretty. And somewhat creepy. Where do these wires go? They go here. Another gauge. Oh, this wire seems to be connected to the tree, or to the root anyway. And then they're all connected to this thing, the other walkie-talkie for the one we saw up in the tower, I guess. Interesting. There's a yellow, a blue, a red, and a green wire. And the water hose comes out here. Let's see what happens when we turn the water on. Whoa. Talk about your instant rehab. I was not expecting that to happen. Water's flowing through here too. Oh, that's different. Looks like there's another path and another room behind there, but still can't get there. Wait, the red wire goes to the green force field. Is that significant in any way? I don't know. This game is just beyond beautiful, isn't it? The green wire goes to the red force field. Same deal, though. Nothing else seems to have changed out here. And lastly, the yellow wire over here goes to a blue force field. Is that intentional? It looks like the wire and the hose too continue on the other side. The water, however, does not flow through here. And we can't go through here either. Wonder if that hose is actually connected or if that's not working either. Well, CW did say he needed everything to be healthy. I'm assuming this is healthy for this tree. I wonder what that did to the tree outside. Ooh, we have a reading here now. Oh, apparently... Is that 8 volt? Looks like it. I wonder if we can see that up in the tower too. I have to check that out. Let's go back outside and see what other consequences this action had. Oh, all of these roots are glowing now. Kind of cool looking. Can also hear it. And I walked into a loading screen. This is one of the few places where there's a loading screen like that. And you walk into, in this case, Hunrath, which is unloaded when you're inside the tree. And the leaves are green now. Well, that seems healthy to me. Cool. Wait a second. That was not there before. That was totally not there before. Well, there's only one other person here, so that has to have been CW, who came and set that up while we were inside the tree. Is he setting up a satellite dish here? It's a bit pointed in a weird direction. Not entirely sure what the idea of that is. Not entirely sure what else we're expected to do at this point. Guess we can go up in the tower and see if I'm right about that gauge. Maybe it'll have an indication here too. And, well, the gauge doesn't really seem to be working. But the light is on, so that's good. I guess. I guess that means we need to get a signal on the other ones as well. And this is connected to those wires going through the tunnels out of that cave. So do those lead to the other worlds? Do we have to do something there? We already know how to get to one other world, but we were kind of stuck behind a door there. Nothing happening here? No. Yeah, it looks like CW set up something behind the tree here. I guess when we turned the water on and the tree turned green, that was his signal to start working. Or maybe he has his own link to this so he can see that something is happening. Not much we can do with this yet, though. Maybe we should go check in with CW, see what he's doing, and what he wants us to do at this point. Which means we need to go here. Alright, let's take a look. If he has anything new to say. Still hard at work here, but it sounds good.
Making progress. It's nice not having to do all this myself. You can just keep connecting all the trees, all the roots. I gotta finish the plates around the tree. I'll get them connected to my battery. If you ain't already done so I need that battery cable plugged in. Remember, everything connected.
Okay, everything connected. Keep that in mind, I guess. So, I guess we just need to find more trees and do this again. In the different worlds, I presume. And I was right, he is setting up plates around the tree. And connecting it to the battery, apparently. For what reason, I don't know. Maybe we can take a look. Power to the town does not go out if you turn on power to the gas station, which it all kind of almost seems like it does from the diagram. He hasn't hooked this up yet. We can't do that for him. He was talking about this cable over there that we did already hook up. I guess, those plates, we've actually seen those before. There are these things. And if you go back, it's actually one of the carts is now missing. Because he's moved the plates over to the tree. So I guess he has a lot more to set up before he's done. He must have been preparing for this for quite a while. I guess he wheels them over with the train track. And then uses the crane to set everything up. And then eventually he will connect it to the battery with these connectors. And do something. Doesn't look quite so green from here. It's more yellow. Alright. That's really all I wanted to look at here. I don't suppose CW has any advice on how to actually get to any of the other trees, like how to get past that one door.
Pardon me, but you've got trees in other worlds. Roots to connect. Connect that cable on the side of the battery if you ain't yet. Go on now.
Nope, he's not going to be very helpful. And in fact, if you keep doing that, he will eventually just stop answering you altogether. But I guess we know what we need to do. We just need to figure out how. One thing we can do while we're here... Now that we have access to the tower, we can safely move this bridge so that it's on the other side, in case we ever figure out how to get through that door. It's already down on the right side, and we got it unlocked, so it should turn now. And once you've done this, we now have no way of moving it back. So it's a good thing we have shortcuts to get past here, and we already have a way of getting up on the wall through the other side of the tower. And then we can go down the stairs to get to that side too, if we want. We no longer need to cross the bridge, because now we don't have the ability to anymore. But that does not immediately help us get to more trees, which is, after all, what we are supposed to be doing. But I noticed from the tower that there's an area we haven't been to. Maybe that can be of some help. How would we get there? Is it on this side? Yeah, it's up there. We couldn't walk there from here. Which tends to mean that there is dome shenanigans involved in getting there. Going back to Murray is not useful as long as we don't know how to get past that door. We can't get there from here, but what if we go through here? We can no longer cross the bridge, but we don't need to. Still want to find out how to get down there too, but... We've been through here, that didn't help us, although that did get us near there. Just lower, so what's around here? Aha! That took us somewhere. Yeah, but this is how we originally got up there. This is behind Farley's house. And now we're up here, which is either going to lead us to the bleeder, although based on the map we saw, I don't think that's true. Or it's going to take us to that other area that I noticed. And I think I'm right. Actually, I know I'm right, but that's quite besides the point. Not much here. This is above the gas station again, just on the other side of the junkyard. The train yard over there. There's our tower. So much stuff here that we still don't really know what to do with, like the rotating sphere. I'm sure it'll become important at some point. Looks like there's another sphere just like it here. Looks like the same material. Can we rotate this one? Probably not. It's not up on tracks. Aha! Another swap machine. What's over here? Ah, now this connects that to the junkyard, giving us yet another shortcut and another way to get up here from the other side. Potentially making this easier to get back to later. But I really want to know where this is going to take me. Perhaps it will take us to a different part of that jungle place, Murray, so we're not stuck behind the door. As before, it is highlighting the area of this little sphere of rock that we're in, which is a node called radius demarcation. Let's go. And we have to wait for it to load, obviously. This does not look like the jungle world at all. Like a cave drawing or something up here of fish. Something over there. And some chains over there. And as before, it looks like that little piece of grey rock in Hunraf that the swap machine was on actually belonged here. It's part of the terrain here. It fits in seamlessly. I guess we'll go and explore this new strange looking place in the next video.